range. This is just kind of how we do our remote workouts. And there we go. Polarized glasses. Thanks for nothing. But everybody, check it out. We're here at the park. Um, Keep these off for now so I can see. We're here at the park. This is the eucalyptus forest that we've been to several times. Remember, I used to live right up over the hill over there. And after this workout, I'm going to go and collect some old things from my old home. And then I also have a workout with my good buddy Landon. And we might be here back at this eucalyptus forest, or if he wants to, we're going to go actually and maybe go out and go have some surfing. So it could be fun to surf with my buddy. And it's always fun to bring everybody out. It's summertime, everybody. Parks are a big part of summer. When I was growing up, I used to love going to the parks. And now, as an adult, I like parks even more, actually. I'll tell you what, I'm not always playing on the playground equipment, but sometimes I do exercise on the playground equipment. But I feel like parks, you can get a really nice appreciation, and you can connect with nature. And, we're running out in nature and natural spots and going out to parks in places like this that would be maybe considered like an open space. Open spaces, you can go out and explore, and you might want to wait when it cools down a little bit, but it's nice and cool at the beach. We got Combo Nick is in the house, and I'm trying to see where I can be. I think I found a spot. I think I found a place where we're going to hook up the phone. I'm trying to keep the microphone out of the wind. Now, everybody heard that wind when it was coming along this way, and we're going to try that spot first. So, everybody, again, let's get ready. Let's have Combo Nick, unless anybody else said. Let's have Combo Nick start us off with the breathing motto, and we can put him in the spotlight. And then, Nick, while you're doing that, I'll get the whole camera arrangement worked out, and we'll make it happen. So we got Combo Nick coming up here.
Are you ready, you guys? That's how the water, everyone. Water. We need to hydrate. No one ever taking hydrated. Water, everyone.
Watering up. Off to a good start.
I know water. All right, here we go. Ready, John?
I'm ready. I'm right here with you.
Okay. Read that, buddy. We need to read it with that breathing motto. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and breathe in the dirt. Breathe out the belly, that buddy. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the belly, that buddy. Breathe in the bit. And breathe out the whole buddy. And breathe in your power. We might all this. Doing the door first and not doing with good. Wow. 21. Nice. 20 already. Wow.
Nice.
I didn't believe it. 21.
Nick, that was terrific. You did a great job. My phone literally got blown down in the wind, everybody. You could hear the wind for a moment, and then we could actually kind of see the wind in a way because my phone got blown over and it got knocked down in the wind. So, Nick, that was an excellent job. Let's go ahead and see if I can get this set up here so where we're not going to get blown over again. When those wind gusts come through, I'll tell you what, I really wish I was on the sailboat, everybody. But it gets a little bit loud. So let's go ahead. Let's get the spotlight going here, and let's start with our head and neck exercises. And let's do our classic moves. You can see Nick there was getting us started. So we're going to go with our right to left movement. Let's just get that head going from right to left. Oh, this is nice. I have a little shade thanks to my hat. The sun's kind of right above me. And so a little bit of shade is nice on a bright sunny day. Let's just go a couple right to left. Maybe hold one over on one side. Just kind of hold it over there. Go over to the other side. Just kind of hold it for a moment. There you go. And maybe just one or two more. It's nice and kind of relaxing. I like how Nick kind of brought in that thinking of, relaxed mind, relaxed body, trying to get ourselves to start to mentally get into the workout. And so we can keep that going as we're working out here. We can kind of keep reminding ourselves to relax. If the phone falls over, uh, don't worry, I'll bring it right back up. Some wind comes through, that could happen big time. So let's go ahead, go down and up. So let's just start off again with just kind of some nice, like easy, going at your own speed type moves. So we're just going at our own speed, looking at the dirt, looking at the trees, looking down for bugs, looking up for birds, looking down. What else could be down here? I guess you could have squirrels. There's squirrels in the park, up in the trees. Maybe a flying squirrel. Ah, you got squirrels in both spots. Let's go ahead and hold it up. Let's go ahead and hold it up for just a moment. And then bringing it down, tuck that chin. And remember, we're trying to move our head here kind of at our axis point behind our ears. If you think about your ears right here, your head, you got your jaw, your head's going to kind of tilt on top of your neck. That's what we're trying to do with that exercise. Let's go ahead and let's do the classic combo of how do we go? We go turtleneck first, giraffe neck, ear lift, ear lift. And then after the ear lift, we're going to do another one that is going to be very, very similar. So you're going to feel the difference, but it'll be very, very similar to the ear lift. So let's try this out. So let's go turtleneck. Remember, turtleneck, you're bringing your head back into your neck. And then we'll do giraffe neck. So we got our neck out away from our body. And we're going to go up. And you can see my ear kind of going into the sunlight there because I'm lifting it up. And then let's go over to the other ear lift. And again, you can see my ears kind of getting up into the sun. So I'm lifting it up. Now let's bring our head to the middle. And now all I want us to do is just a side kind of lean. Just a side lean, like you're just kind of bringing your head over. So this is what some folks, when we do the ear lift, might already be doing this exercise, doing that side lean. And so I want you to feel the difference by doing kind of the two, one after the other. And they're both okay. When you're working on your neck, you want to work on things that extend it, on things that strengthen it up and make it structurally sound, things that allow it to rotate and to lean and bend side to side. The other day, everybody, I was working on moving some things in the yard in my new house, and there is a big there's a metal pole, and I forgot that it was there. I just moved in and I was not paying attention. I was moving backwards. So walking backwards is something that we practice. So the good thing is that I had practice. I tripped into this pole, and my body, it started to move in ways that I wasn't expecting. And luckily for me, and thanks to all of you on here, and especially some of our team leaders, my body was able to kind of feel that even though I wasn't prepared for this movement, I was able to not fall down and kind of compose myself before I stumbled or before I fell onto the metal pole any harder. And so, again, a lot of these movements, everybody, we're preparing ourselves for something in the future. Let's go ahead and prepare our neck just a little bit more. So let's go turtleneck, giraffe neck, ear lift, ear lift. And now we can go to the side lean and then kind of a side lean. Let's do it again. Let's go turtleneck, giraffe neck, ear lift, side lean, and then the other side lean. And again, we're trying to stretch out this part of our neck here. We're trying to stretch out and strengthen the back of our neck and the front of our neck. Our neck is an incredible structure on our body. We really, really, really want to appreciate it. Let's have a sip of water, and then let's get into our shoulders. I got a new water here. I'm going to open up. So who remembers how we talk about applying pressure? Sometimes you might have a challenge like this where you have a brand new water bottle, and sometimes getting that twist cap off can be difficult. Remember, when you're trying to do something like this, where you're getting the twist cap off of a water bottle, you have to use pressure. And that's why, in a lot of ways, we work on pressure, we work on squeezing things, we work on applying pressure with our fingertips and applying pressure in all kinds of different ways, not just with our hands, but also with our arms against our sides. So when you're trying to open up a water bottle, you're going to first apply pressure with maybe the hand that's going to be holding the water bottle into position. So if you're going to brace the water bottle in a way, even maybe you're using your legs, you're going to apply pressure and hold that water bottle. And then you have to, again, apply pressure with, generally, you're going to use your thumb and some of your fingers, or maybe you're going to grip it with your hand, squeeze with pressure, and then twist both hands in opposite directions. And again, there's a lot of ways to open the water, but it all comes back to training, applying all these exercises to life. You never know when you're going to be using your skills. All right, we got our net going. Nick did such an incredible job, everybody, on the Friday Night Fitness Social. We were talking about what was Nick's favorite moment, what was your favorite moment. Everybody, there were so many favorite moments. I don't know how many. There's too many to pick from last Friday's workout with Nick going back to college. That was incredible. And when you don't know, when you don't have an answer, you get the shoulders going up. So let's think about getting our shoulders going up. Just kind of, again, we're doing this today, starting off kind of in our smooth pattern, just our regular speed, whatever speed that you feels good. It might be one every second. It might be one every few seconds. I don't know. But if I said something like, let's do one and hold it for 5 seconds, I bet you could do that. So let's try that. Let's hold it up here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lower just one side. Can you do that one right there? So I got one is still up. This one is down. Let's hold this for 5 and then do an old switcheroo. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They hung up before I could get. Oh, those spammers. Those spammers love calling in right in the middle of our workout sometimes. All right, so let's alternate with our shoulders going one up, one down. And again, you got to think about this one. You got to really think about kind of each independent shoulder, but then you also have to just think about the timing and trying to get them to where they're moving together. So there is some thought going into both sides. Nice job. Let's go back to holding them up. All right, let's go ahead and bring our elbows up. Let's add a little weight to our arm. Let's go ahead and bring our arms up. If we can, we're going to go up into kind of like the W or like the box here. All right, nice. Let's go ahead and bring our arms together. And then let's go ahead and bring our arms up overhead all the way if we can, as high as we can. Nice, hold them up, bring it back down into a W. Back down, bringing them together in front. Back up, hold them up, bringing them down, bring it forward. Just kind of keep that little pattern going there, going up, down into the W. When you bring them back, think about kind of bringing them back. You know, you can bring them in, but you can also bring them back. Right? And you're trying to maybe just like you got like an itch. You know, have you ever had like an itch in your back? You're trying to scratch that with your own muscle. Yeah, that's what we're going. So let's start off at the W, bringing them in, going up overhead, bringing it down, back to the W. Let's go back in here in the front, going up, going out, and back, and then in front. Let's go one more of these. Bringing it down and back, bringing it in front. Let's go back over to that W. All right, everybody. So we're in W position right now. In the W position, let's go ahead and bring those arms down. And then bringing them up. And then bringing them down. And bringing them up. Let's go one more time with both going down. So both arms are up in the W position. My trapezius is working. My deltoids are working. I can feel those muscles right now, and you can probably feel them too. Let's go up, W. Let's go down, M. Let's go up for the W. Now let's go ahead and go only on one side. Let's bring it down. And then let's alternate. There we go. Nice job, everybody. Up and down, right and left. Good job. Let's keep it going. Let's go for 5 more of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. No, there was a horsefly. Not a horsefly. I think the horsefly thought I was waving to it, and it wanted to come see if I wanted to hang out with it. And I do not. Do not. Let's have a sip of water, buddy. I can feel that in my shoulders. Let's keep going with our upper body, and let's get our arms going ahead and doing some work. For our next exercise, let's think about pushing and pulling. And so what I want us to do is think about with just one arm, go ahead and extending that arm forward, grabbing onto something, and then pulling it back. Now, if you're standing up, you can reach out, you can reach forward and then pull back. And I would do it where I would go, if I was standing, I would go down and reach out and then kind of stand up and pull back. So you get a nice rhythm there. If you're sitting down, you can work on press and pull, or you can kind of do a little bit of a reach and a rotational pull. So it's up to you how much you want to get your core involved. Right now, we want to really focus on our arm and reaching in front of our body, and then also bringing our hand close to our body, bringing objects close to our body, and getting our elbow to go behind our body. Let's go for 10 and 10 on each side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to go forward and back. 1. Forward and back. 2. Forward and back. Bring it low when you bring it back. Forward and back. So you can see I'm kind of have like a laser beam. I'm trying to keep my arm forward and back. 5. Forward and back. 6. Forward and back. 7. Forward, back. 8. Reaching forward, pulling back. 9. Forward, bringing it back. 4, 10. Nice. Let's go ahead and go to the other arm. So we're just going reaching out, extending. I can even turn up right when I turn, the wind kicks up. If I'm here, it's pretty good on the wind. The wind's hitting this side of my body. That wind tried to knock over the phone. Don't do that, wind. Come on, Totoro. To me, the wind is now Totoro. If anybody doesn't know about Totoro, my daughter does. She loves him. And he moves around. He blows through the forest like the wind. It's kind of neat. All right. So all right. So let's get this going. So we're going forwards and back. And with this other arm, it doesn't matter kind of what you do. If you want, just kind of keep it by your side, or you can even just kind of let it move freely. So reaching forward, pulling back, reaching forward, pulling back. 3, forward, back. 4, forward, back. 5, forward, back. 6, forward, back. 7, forward, back. 8, forward, reach, backwards, pull. 9, forward, reach, backwards, pull. 4, 10. Nice. Let's hear that wind. It's really nice to have wind. Now when you're wearing a mic. All right, everybody. We got our neck moving. We got our shoulders going. We got our arm kind of working there with also the biceps and triceps. Remember, when you're extending out, it's going to be a lot of your triceps going to help with that extension of the elbow. And when you're bringing your arm back in, that's going to be your bicep. It's going to be pulling that arm in. So let's go ahead and think about, again, if we just extended out and pulled in the different ways that we could hold our hand position. Let's try a couple of those out. So the first one you can do is going to be, they call it supination, or it's going to be like an underhand. We call this knuckles down. Sometimes, with Byron, when he's holding onto the baton, if he's holding it with his hands underneath, the knuckles will be pointed down. It's supination. And I remembered it because you're holding a bowl of soup. And so you have your bowl of soup in your hands and your knuckles are pointed down. So with the supination, your forearm, your lower part of your arm here, is just going to kind of be in regular old alignment. This is kind of a natural position. It should feel good. Let's just go up and down. So let's go for 10 with our knuckles down doing the bicep curl. So we don't have to have weights. If you have weights, you can use some weights if you want to. Remember, your arm weighs something. So this, you are doing resistance training right now, just using the weight of your arm. And then a lot of times that's a really good place to not only start, but to just keep exercising, keep using your body weight as your weight. So now let's think about if my knuckles were down like this. Let's think about turning them. So now my knuckles are pointed out that way. And my forearm now here has kind of turned. You can see here's my forearm. But then when I turn this way, a lot of that part of my forearm kind of rotated. So it's really neat how our lower arm connects to our upper arm. Remember, there's just one bone up here, and then there's two bones here. And so it's kind of cool how they dance around each other and the muscles help out. So let's go ahead with that knuckles out grip. And so again, we're going up and down. Again, just doing the bicep curl. And when you bring your arm down, you can kind of try to imagine like you're hitting something with a hammer. They call this the hammer curl. This is also going to again be a part of that tricep extension. So we're using our tricep to kick that back there. All right, let's go for two more of these. 1 and 2. All right, now the next one, I always think about our buddy Clinton. You know, Clinton's a team leader who sometimes teaches us martial arts. Sometimes he has like some Cobra style moves. I've seen him with some Cobra moves. And, you know, with this one, you could almost think about, again, the knuckles are up. You think about when people kind of do that pretend Cobra with their arms, that would be similar. But again, you can pick things up like this with your knuckles up. Imagine you're picking up maybe like a bag, maybe you're going on a trip and you got a heavy luggage bag. You might reach down and you might grab the handle of that bag with a knuckles up position. So this same position. And then you might try to lift that bag and you might try to pull it up. So again, with the knuckles up, your arm still is going to work that way. It's different from when it's here, different from here. This is going to be different, but this is still going to be something that we'll do. So let's go ahead and go with 10 of these. And if you want to do Cobra Strike, you can bring them up and kind of have the Cobra Strike. That makes it fun. If you want to be serious, you can do it with your hands closed. That's going to make you kind of like on the serious side of the exercise. And you can even do this one where you had your hands just kind of open where you're bringing them up. Because remember, the position of the hand and what the hand is doing for this one, it's not going to quite matter as much. It's the position of the bones in the lower arm. And so even though my hand is here, here, sure, of course it is, but it's through this connection. Everybody, our biceps, triceps, super important. Our elbow is so important. Let's go into our wrist before our next water break. Let's think about just some wrist movements. So remember, a lot of our body has that, 3 planes of motion where we're up and down, forward and backwards type stuff. If we got Caitlin in the house, everybody give a wave to Caitlin. When you're waving at somebody, right, what is that? That's like side to side. Look at that. If I do this and then I go up and do this, it's almost like perfect waving. So again, we're waving at you, Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin. So you got, again, side to side motion. And then you can move your hands around in a wrist. So you're moving your hands around. Now, think about it. You're not really moving your lower arm. These bones in here, they're kind of holding steady. And this is all happening now here at the wrist. So it's important that we have a lot of wrist attention, moving in different directions, different patterns. We want to engage our wrist here. And one of the ways I really like engaging my wrist is stabilization and things like that. So let's do that next up, but let's have a sip of water. My stabilizing stick rolled away from me. But I'm going to grab it. And you could do this with a water bottle. I'm going to grab this stick over here. And everybody, this is just my old trusty white exercise stick. It's the PVC pipe. And This thing I've had for a long time, done a lot of exercises with this piece of PVC pipe. And with this exercise, again, there's a little bit of weight to this. It's not a pound. It doesn't weigh too much. And that's a good thing, because if you want to start off with this for your wrist and for your elbow, this would be stuff that you would want to maybe start off with a tube that, like, you can see it's hollow. Let's see if I can see you through there it is. There you are right there. Can you see me? I don't know. All right. But with this thing here, so now when I'm moving this around, I can use this to kind of, again, move my whole arm through here. I can work and move my wrist around, where I'm thinking now not about moving my wrist as much as I'm thinking about maybe moving this. So who can see what I'm doing right here? This is the kayak row. That's right. But I'm doing the kayak row with my wrist. Look at the rest of my arm here. There's no real movement from my elbow to my shoulder. And then from my lower arm, there is some movement from the muscles, but not a whole lot. And my wrist, so what I'm thinking about in my mind is moving the ends of this stick. And now what that's going to do is that's going to give me some strengthening, and it's going to give me some really needed attention to my wrist. It's going to be kind of in a technical way. So let's try it. I'm going to go to my other arm here. And again, my goal, again, I can move it up and down, and I can kind of move it to where I'm going side to side. This would be side to side. And so what I'm trying to do is point this end of the stick at you. Now I'm going to try to point that end of the stick at you. And you can see I can't really get it to you, but that's the same as my hand doing this one. But now I have a little resistance, and now I have, again, the object that I'm thinking about, which can make this kind of fun. Let's try that kayak row. So if I get into, there we go. So I got to think about one going up, one going down. If I really just think about one side doing a really good circle, I find that's almost easier with this on. And it almost doesn't matter what side I choose. If I try to do a circle, this is me doing a circle with the pinky end. So down there, I'm trying to make a circle. And then over here, I'm making a circle with the thumb side. And I don't know if you can tell the difference. That's pretty cool. So remember, everybody, with a stick, there's some options you can do with those 3 planes of motion. Another one I like to do is where I have the stick, but you can see I'm holding it all the way at one end. So Byron does things like this too sometimes. And with this, I'm just going to move it forward and backwards. So I can bring it a little bit lower. I could bring it a little bit lower like this if it was a little too heavy for me. But with a light stick, it shouldn't be too bad. And what I want to think about is kind of imagine like you're fishing. You know, if Karen was here, she would have put that in the chat. We should have been like, just like you're fishing. And that's right. We want to think about that wrist going right here, forward and back. And it's actually going side to side if you think about it. So again, we can go here with the wrist and thinking about moving the end. Even if I think about just moving the end down here, like I'm drawing a line with the end of the pole right here, switching up hands again. When you think about the object moving in the way you want it to, your wrist is going to do some really neat things. You can see here, I'm going to draw my name cursive with the stick in the air. And you can see how, again, just little subtle movements like that. That's all going to translate into strength for my wrist. It's going to translate a lot of times, hopefully, into my dexterity and my ability to grip things. There's a lot of things we can do with the exercise stick that can be really beneficial to our whole body, even smaller parts of our body, like the wrist, that a lot of times get not thought about. Let's have a sip of water and let's keep going on to getting into our core a little bit here.
Or John, you can use a wheel and put it on the wall and roll it up and down.
A wheel?
Yeah.
On the stick?
Yeah, on the stick. I used one.
That's a great idea. Oh my God, what kind of wheel was it? Just like a rollerblade wheel, or like a skate,
A skateboard kind.
it's like a skateboard wheel. Was it just the one wheel or was it two?
It was two
That's
on
super.
each side of the stick.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I wanna make one now. We're gonna have to talk more about it. If you can send me a picture of that, I'd love to see it, and then we could show everybody. Uh,
Okay.
that you don't have to do it right now, but you know what I mean. Wow, everybody, that sounds super cool. Remember, sometimes simple things that we have lying around the house, we can use those to create fitness games, experiments, kind of see, give ourselves like our own personal tests. We want to do that. We want to test ourselves. Let's go ahead and go to armpit squeeze. So we haven't done an armpit squeeze yet. And what I want us to do, if we can, is we're gonna, and I have the stick right here. So I'm gonna do an armpit squeeze on the stick, and then I'm gonna lift up my arm, and I'm gonna try to hold the stick here with the other hand. So I don't want the stick to fall. Then I'm gonna come down and squeeze it. If I didn't have that other hand here, the stick would just fall straight down. So let's go ahead and do an armpit squeeze with an arm lift, and then also with a little bit of an extra hold. So you're going to be holding it, and imagine we're maybe doing a play, maybe we're doing a Shakespeare play or something, and we're pretending like we had a fight scene. Here we go. All right, we're going to bring our arm up like that didn't hurt me, and then we bring it back down, and we're going to give it a squeeze. So give it a squeeze. If you want to show you're squeezing it, you can take off that other hand and kind of prove to yourself that you got this. Then you can grab it back on, lift up your arm right there, and then obviously you don't fall down. So bring it back down, squeeze, take the hand off, grab it again, lift it up. Nice job. Let's go for 5 on each side. So I'm giving a squeeze, and I can feel this bar. And I got to tell you, it's not going to be the most comfortable thing, but this should not hurt you. So if it's hurting you, don't do it. It shouldn't hurt you. And you might not have to squeeze so hard if it's bothering you. You can squeeze just a little bit right there. There we go, bringing it up. And let's switch hands. So again, we're going for the armpit squeeze. I'm going to bring it down. You can tell I'm squeezing it here because I'm locking my arm against my side. Hold the stick up, and there we go. Bringing it down, squeeze, 3, 2, 1, bringing it up. Bring it down, squeeze, 3, 2, 1, bringing it up. Let's go 2 more. Down, squeeze, 3, 2, 1, and bring it up. Oh, I almost brought it up before I let go. Squeeze, 3, 2, 1, and bringing it up. Nice. All right, everybody, let's go from the bottom of our shoulder now to the top side of our shoulder. And with this one here, we're going to, again, maybe use the stick. We can do this a couple different ways, but what I want us to do is to think about going up all the way up like a rainbow, and then bringing it back around. So we go up, we kind of have our arms going up, and I'm navigating a little bit of a table right here. You might not have a table next to you. You might be able just to bring this up and kind of go all the way around. And if you can, that's good. That's what we want to do. So we want to have those arms kind of pushing on each other a little bit, kind of pushing up there, kind of pulling down over there, getting some stretch as I'm moving my arms around my body. Nice job, everybody. Let's keep this going. If you don't have a stick, you can do this you can just do this with your arm. Let me put the stick down. And I would go up, I would come down, and I would bring it around. So this is kind of like a great big ball of energy. If you think about the ball of energy where I can make it smaller, I can make it bigger. If I imagine I have just like a great big ball of energy, I'm kind of lifting it up, moving it around, kind of bringing it down, passing it in front. And with the stick, I'm doing the same thing, passing it up, lifting it up, bringing it over, bringing it down, bringing it around. You could also do the different hand positions. So if you were doing knuckles up, you could do knuckles down on this. And that's going to change this up a little bit. You're going to feel the difference. With your elbows, you're going to feel the difference with your shoulders. How the stick moves around your body is going to be a little bit different. Let's do about maybe 3 more like this, where I'm just bringing it up, bringing it around, bringing it up, bringing it around. Let's go one more. I'm going to switch directions, bringing it up, bringing it around, and relax. Wow, nice. We just did a lot of really good stuff for our shoulders and our neck. I can definitely feel this. I can feel this part of my body up here. It feels really engaged. It feels really strong right now. And I hope that it's the same way for you. Let's have a sip of water. And then how about let's bring up Combo Nick. And Combo Nick, why don't you do a core combo? So Nick came up here. He said, Combo Nick's, he said something like Combo Nick's in the house. And he is. And so let's go ahead and let's get Nick up on that spotlight. Nick, you do the exercises. I'm going to follow along to you. You do the exercises and you pick them out. And let's make it a core combo.
All right. The deadlift squeeze.
Okay, abdominal squeeze. Going out to a star.
Yeah. Tweet. Heavy butt.
A coffee pot this way.
With the pot.
Which is pot? Let's put them all together.
Teapot.
Oh, there's the teapot.
Heavy butt.
Another coffee pot.
Honey. Honey apple. And then we will do forward, backward. Where the body do.
You're gonna do all that again?
Yep.
Let's do it. Take it from the top. You got it.
The Wow. Do it. Deep part. Honey. Everybody. With it part. Honey, I ever. Forward, backward. And everybody do that.
I think we should do it at least one more time. Let's do that, Nick. You're doing a great job. You started from the top.
Oh yeah.
Ball. There you go. Star. Twist reach.
Teapot. Honey. Everybody. Honey, I ever. Forward, backward. They're waiting. I made one. Don't we have about that?
It's all right. We'll do it again. We'll do one more time.
And then body do.
Body circle. Let's do it again, Nick. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Even if it's not in the same order, the exercises are great. Everybody remember, Nick is combining multiple exercises that engage our core or the center of our body. And in some really great ways, from making ourselves smaller and expanding to rotating and moving in side directions. Nick, let's do it. Here we go. Ball.
Up. Twiggly. Teapot. Honey. With it pot. Forward, backward. Everybody. Honey, I ever. Anybody do. 1 and 2.
Nice job.
1 and 2.
Nick, that was terrific. Have a water break, everybody. That was. I really liked how with Nick on those exercises. One thing that you could see was Nick's creativity. I thought that was awesome, everybody. He didn't follow just the traditional order of operations. He said, I wonder what it would be like to do this exercise after that exercise, followed by these. And that is some great exercise creativity. You yourself, you might even have ideas. You might be sitting on some ideas right now that you're thinking like, just like Gary with the PVC wall roller. That's a genius idea. Everybody, you might have ideas. One thing I learned from being at sports camp last week is that if you have a good idea, you don't share it, then it's not really that good of an idea. You have to share your ideas and your thoughts and share your creativity, and you will find out probably most of the time that you have some really great ideas. And just like Nick coming up with a cool core combo there, that was some great combination. And he didn't miss that witch's pot. I like that. Everybody, you can see how Nick uses these opportunities as a learning experience to where even if he makes a mistake where he missed the one, but then he caught it and then he came back around again and it was locked into his mind, everybody. He was thinking on a whole new level of, we got to make sure we're going to get this one in. We're going to try to hit all this exercise order. And so everybody remember, exercise isn't just about your body. It's about your brain. We're getting our brains strong. We're making them think. And that's what's super important. Your brain's going to control your body. So we want a strong brain. Let's have some water. I know Nick had some water. Let's go ahead and let's do a picnic table challenge. Let's go ahead and do a picnic table challenge, everybody. So I'm thinking we're going to do a combo in honor of combo Nick with the combo he just did. So everybody, if you are ever out in the park, there's a chance there might be a picnic table. With the picnic tables, oftentimes they are secure, they're pretty strong to the ground with their legs and the way that they're put in and installed. And so if you are going to work out on a picnic table, check it out first. Make sure that it's safe to work on. If it's real old, you might not want to work out on it. If it's rusty, you definitely don't. If it has like splinters, you don't. This is an interesting material that I think they make it look like wood, but it's actually not wood. And I'm going to come around here over to this side of the table, so I think you can see me. Yeah, hey, there we are. So with this picnic table, remember, you're going to have often two levels. Right here, you have a wheelchair area. So again, this is it's probably not at a good height, but it is an area here to the side where if you were using a wheelchair, you could come up here to the side and you could use the side of this table for a few of these exercises. So what I want us to do is we're going to do a push-up exercise, and you could also do this with your imagination. So we'll do a push-up exercise. Then we're going to do a shoulder tap. Go 1, 2, just like that. And then we're going to do a knee to elbow tap. 1, 2. So if you're sitting down doing this exercise, it's going to look like this. We're going to do push up, and we're going to go tap, tap, and then knee to elbow, knee to elbow. So we'll have that little bit of a bend in there, trying to get our elbow and knee to make contact. Over here, what I'm going to be doing, because I'll be on the side of this picnic table, I'm actually going to try to bring my knee up over the top of the picnic bench and tap my elbow. And so because I'm at an angle, this won't be super difficult, but it won't be super easy either. So it's a good challenge. And let's go ahead. I'm going to treat myself to some sunglasses. Oh, it's pleasant. This table is actually pretty bright. And here we go. We got the fire trucks coming by, everybody. So let's do a good workout for our firefighters here. They're always working out. So we're going down and up. We're going to tap 1. We're going to tap 2. We're going to tap 1. And we're going to tap 2. Let's go ahead and do 10 of those. So that's 1. So here we go. So down, up, tap, tap, knee tap, and tap. There we go. 2, down, up, shoulder tap, knee tap. Ooh, hear the breeze. 3, up, tap, 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 and tap. And if you want to think about it, you could almost try to tap your chest onto the picnic table there and then pushing up. Here we go. There's 4. Here's 5. 5 and 5. Down, up, tap, 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 and tap. 6, down, up, tap. So this is a good stabilizer, kind of like using those plank muscles when we're going into a tripod like that. We're definitely going to find that our core fires up anytime, and we're doing a tripod there on all three limbs each way. So again, here we go. We're 4 on the ground, hands right here and feet right here. But when I go up now, I'm 3, 2 feet, 1 hand. So I'm having to stabilize to make up for what this hand would be giving me. And then I'll come over here, do a tap, same scenario. My core is going to fire up. Now, when I bring this foot up, same scenario. Now my body's got to rely on my hands and my other leg. And then I switch over here and I get a really well-rounded kind of core stabilization on just this kind of one little process here. There's 100,000 ways to exercise your core. A lot of people only think about one. They think about sit-ups. And that's not the one we want to do. We don't want to do sit-ups. Really, most of us, if we want to test our ability to sit up, we should try that. That's a good idea. But doing repetitive crunches and sit-ups, that can be really tough on our back. It can be really tough on our spine. And I've done them. I've done them in the past too. But a lot of the times, there's evidence that really makes you think about, hey, if it's not worth the risk, maybe there's something else I can do. And with training your core, there's a lot of really great options that you can do as opposed to doing sit-ups. I like what Nick did. I'll tell you what, I'm feeling that a little bit in my core. Let's have some water, everybody. Let's see about bringing up another team leader. And if anybody is able to co-host, give me a time check.
We're at 148.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. What do you, Carrie and Sophie, what do you think we should do?
We should do the challenge day today.
Yeah,
Wanna
let's
keep it-
challenge you again.
Okay. And then maybe Byron can do his combo flow on Wednesday.
Yeah, Byron, do you mind doing your combo on Wednesday?
He's saying yes.
Okay. Good stuff, Byron. We're gonna remember that. We'll lock that in. And
Nick, you
so,
want to come
okay.
up with John?
Well, if there's a challenge that somebody has out there, I will consider all challenges as of right now, and let's see if we can come up with a good one.
Okay. Let me see if people have some challenge.
Has anyone been watching the Olympics?
I have.
I have.
Yes. Sam,
How's it going?
do you have a challenge for John? If you do, you can unmute or type it in the chat.
What did you say?
Do you have a challenge for Nick and John to do today?
Like a challenge, like a kind of exercise?
Yes.
Correct.
I got one here.
What is it?
I wrote it down. You use the stick. Want me to do it?
If you want to show us how to do it, you can.
It's kick, fishing pole, windshield wiper,
Ooh.
and twist.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Did you hear that, Nick?
Am I doing it right? So with one hand, I'm gonna kick on one foot, kick on the
Kick.
other foot, kick.
And then
Then I go
fishing pole.
fishing
Fishing
pole one side,
Fishing pole
fishing
on the
pole the
other.
other side,
And then twist.
the windshield wiper.
Yep.
Wiper.
Oh, that's a good one. That feels great. And
And
then
then
it's two
Twist.
hands,
twist, twist.
and then that's how you can switch hands. So kick,
Yes.
kick, fishing pole, windshield wiper, and then twist and twist. I love that, Sandy. Nick, you want to do it? Let's do it. How about right?
Let's do. Well, how many do you want to do, Nick, of those?
He's gonna say 400.
Oh God, never mind.
Come
Yeah.
on, Nick.
How about you, Sandy? How many you want to do?
You want to do
How
10?
many? How many should
10.
we do, Sandy?
10.
10.
10.
We're going for 10, everybody. Here we go. So if you don't have a stick, use your imagination. Give a tap and a tap. Imagine you got the coolest fishing pole ever. You're going fishing. Throw that fishing pole out there. Then imagine you're turning on the windshield wiper, cranking the car washer or windshield all cleaned up, and then go ahead and do a twist like you got the hula hoop or you're holding on to the stick. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and start at 0. Let's pretend we've done none. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So we got kick, kick, fishing pole, windshield wiper, and then I forgot. And then
Twist,
twist.
sweet, twist, twist.
It is twist. Yeah, okay, twist. The windshield wiper. I was just thinking about how cool the windshield wiper was. It made me forget. Kick. Here we go. Kick. We're going fishing. Ooh, I like it. Now I'm really thinking about fishing. Now I'm cleaning off a windshield. And twist it up. We're gonna get it over my water. And 2. Here we go. Kick. Ooh, I missed on those kicks. Did y'all see that? That's something for my brain. That's some feedback from my mind to think about on this next one. So here we go. I missed on my last kicks, and I got that one, and I got that one. So see, kind of like with Nick, and you might find it with yourself that sometimes when you make a small little mistake like that, you come back and you almost never make it again. So it's almost kind of worth making it. If you think about it, you're like, you know what, let me go ahead and make a mistake and kind of get it out of the way. So that way the mistake's done and I figured out which mistake it was, and then I can be done with it. So we're on 5. Kick, fishing pole. I got it down. Windshield wiper, twist and a twist. Going kick, fishing pole, windshield wiper, twist and a twist. That is 6. Here we go. Kick and kick. Fishing pole, windshield wiper, twist and a twist. Here we go. 7. Kick. Oh, I missed one of them. Fishing pole. It throws you off when you miss. Windshield wiper. And again with the twist. Wow, it really throws you off. Here we go. Kick. I'm going to focus. Fishing pole. Windshield wiper. Let's try the next one going fast. Let's see how fast we can go. Twist. Here we go. Kick. Fish. Windshield wiper. Twist and twist. Now let's go slow for the last one. Fishing pole. Fishing pole. Windshield wiper. Windshield wiper. Twist and relax. Wow. Who thought I couldn't keep the slow-mo going for the whole thing? That was fun. Everybody, moving in slow motion is fun. Also, sometimes talking in slow motion is fun. It gets your mind thinking. It gets you really going out of your kind of normal comfort zone to where you're going to be talking at your regular speed. And then when you're trying to slow it down, it really puts the thoughts into the speech. And it's a really fun way, again, to kind of add in some speech as you're maybe doing an exercise. If you're moving fast, try to communicate fast. And if you're moving slow, try to communicate slow. That was a great idea, Sandy.
Nick was cracking up when you were doing slow motion.
Was that, and laughter that's the best, right? That's what we're all about. Look at this water just came on down the table. Come say hi to me. All right, do we have time for one more challenge? Do you have any ideas?
No, we don't.
We don't have time.
We don't have time.
Oh, okay.
What time is
It's 1:56.
oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we can do one quick. Carrie, we can do one quick one.
Well,
Let me see if I can come up with one. So how about this one? Because I do have the exercise stick.
Nick's doing the
And Nick-
bicycle.
And this is Nick wants the bicycle. Nick, let me show you the one I was thinking of. So this is the one where you got to balance the stick on the table, clap, and then try to catch it before it gets you. And so, and you can see a couple of them I kind of get good, and then a few of them I'm not able to get so well. So I got to balance this stick. I got to hold it up. And look at that one; it almost fell right off. So this is kind of a good challenge, everybody. The wind is trying to blow it over. And so if I balance, I can kind of wait for that perfect moment, that opportunity to where I can let go and then I can grab it. Let's see if I can get 10, and let's see if I can get one clap every time I do one. So we'll go with 1, and there's a 1. So that was easy. So now let's see if I can get two claps in, and there we go, 2 claps in. Let's see if I can get 3 claps for number 3. Oh, I could have got a lot with that one. Let's try to get 4 claps in for number 4. That was 4. Let me do it again so it can be louder. It can be verified. Oh, look at that. It's staying up on its own. There's 4. It fell over finally. Let's see if I can get 5 claps in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I got it. Oh, the wind is blowing now. Let's see if I can get 6 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6. Let's see if I can get 7. This is going to be tough. I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, if I do good balance, that's the key. So sometimes you might think, oh, Coach John, you got to go faster. But maybe that's not the key. Maybe it has to be all about good balance. Let's see if I can get 8 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I did. Yeah, 8. Let me try one more try at 8. Oh my gosh, the wind blew it over. The wind, look at the wind. It's so mean to me right now. Come on, wind. Be my friend. It blew even harder when I asked it to be my friend. I do not think the wind wants to be friends with me today. Oh my gosh, I got to go for 8 and I can't even get 1. Oh no. Oh my. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that was only 5. All right, one more try. Everybody, this is what we want from fitness. We want to create this feeling that I have with this game. Now, just a minute ago, we had no idea what we were going to do. And then we came up with a game that started to challenge. And that's the idea, is that when you're thinking about exercising, is don't be afraid to create a challenge that is going to be difficult. Because I'll tell you what, if I could even get 8, I would feel really good. Oh my gosh, it's so tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel very good right now just for pulling off this exercise, this balancing. This makes me feel great. And it's very simple, everybody. Exercise doesn't have to be very complex, doesn't have to even involve a lot of heavy stuff and sweaty stuff. It just involves you doing something that's challenging that you can get. And when you get it, it feels good. And you want to keep trying things like that. So how do you want me to do the breathing motto? Because I'm unmuted.
Yep.
No, I was thinking Sandy can do it.
How about you and Sandy?
I would like
No, just have Sandy do it.
just Sandy. Boom. No, I like it. Sandy earned it. I like that. All right. if she wants to. If Sandy doesn't want to do it, I will do
She
it.
did thumbs up, so she wants
She
to.
does a great job. She does a good breathe motto, everybody. She did the breathe motto on Fitness Social, I think it was. Yeah, and she did a great job.
You ready?
Yes.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in your happy, the happy. Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. Breathe out your worst. Breathe in your power so you can always reach your goals first.
Yes. Oh, Sandy, that was terrific. Sandy, you did a stellar job today. I don't know if Sandy, I feel like she was prepared for today. She had her notes, she had her exercise, she was ready to go. Everybody, Sandy is an excellent friend and role model to us all. Thank you, Sandy, for sharing that with us today. Everybody, great job. Great job to Nick. Great job to Sophie and Carrie. They're on here helping out as co-hosts today, and they did a terrific job. It was so fun to work out today and go back to the park with everybody. Where are we going to be Wednesday? I don't know. I got my shoulders up. I think I might be in North County, though. So if you're in North County, I hope to see you soon. All right, everybody. Here we go. We're heading out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Bye.